So then, what would a new set of tires, a new set of wheels look like?
Good point. So here's what I think really must do. First of all, we have to make sure that there is um, accountability, or we have to eliminate impunity. We can't have a situation where some people are living above the law, meaning they can do whatever they want and no one ever holds them accountable, and others are living beneath the law, that that you can do whatever you want to them and nobody ever says anything. We've got to have an equal standard of justice. That starts with prosecuting criminal conduct, whether or not the person is wearing a badge or not, and administrative action where you fire people who are not meeting the work requirements of their job, are not intervening when required to, are not rendering medical assistance when required to. We've got to make it unacceptable to say, you know what, I was just following orders. No, we've got to be able to make it so that young officers, new officers, fresh out of the academy, can say to more senior officers, I know what you're telling me, but I know what I was taught in the academy, and I'm going with that because my job and maybe my liberty depend upon it. That's the kind of thing that we need to establish. And that happens because we set up good examples. I don't know what's going to happen in the Tyree Nichols case, but I think that the prosecutor and the police and the folks in Memphis are off to, they're in the beginning of this thing, but I think they're off to a good start. That's part of it. Then what we've got to do is Congress has to do its part. Congress has not done its part. I mean, Congress has to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. It's not that complicated. The proposals are reasonable and fair, and we've simply got to pass it. And we got to pass it hopefully on a bipartisan basis, but it's got to change because we can't have this ongoing cycle of injustice that we never change. And now that Tim Scott's running for president, I hope he'll make it a priority. He was one of the people who were supposed to help it get passed when he was in Congress, and that didn't happen. So I hope that it's something that he picks back up. And I would like to just mention, dealing with police misconduct is public safety. Certainly for George Floyd, Tyree Nichols, and Philando Castile, public safety meant safety from officers who were breaking the law. But when officers are allowed to break the law with no consequences, people just they hang back and they withdraw and they don't cooperate, which means that we're all a little less safe. So that's what it means. The new tires means that we've got to take this matter seriously. It's within our power. I'll also add this, Jonathan, if you'll allow.
Yeah.
We can't just leave it all on the criminal justice system. Our society says we're not going to house people. We're going to let them live under in tents in the richest country in the world. We're going to let their wages languish. We're not going to give everybody health care. We're not going to have a robust mental health intervention. And then when you have people who are vulnerable out on the streets, we say, you police, y'all go deal with them. We've got to do more to help the police with the other things that are outside of direct public safety. We've got to make sure people are housed, fed, have opportunities for jobs, can go to the doctor when they need to. We've got to have the rest of the society, the rest of the things that we need in order to help supplement police action. And I can tell you, people all over the country are working with different things. I mean, there's folks who are having mental health professionals go out with police, or sometimes they go out on their own when they get a call that there is a mental health crisis going on. And so people in local communities are stepping up, trying new things. We need the federal government to do the same thing.